Hello everyone, my name is Javoen Byrd. I'm here with Lakewold Gardens for their Adopt a Tree campaign program. I'm going to be sharing a few stories from the Yoruba people of the southwest region of Nigeria. We're going to be talking about the Orisha, which are actually deities from their pantheon, traditional mythology. And the particular deity that I wanted to talk about was Osun. Osun's a feminine deity that's praised throughout the southwest region of Nigeria, Benin, and also throughout the diaspora, because during the transatlantic slave trade, many practitioners of Osun actually were carried to Cuba, Brazil, and even in the United States you see them. So I like to start off with a story about Opimi. It goes like, Iyajubani mi longe longe, Iyajubani mi longe longe, Adia fun Opimi. Eti oda ikime mosumbo, wigiago kibro sanwa bawo. A long time ago, there was a man named Opimi. It seemed like nothing in his life was going right. Opimi would go to work, but then yet his work wouldn't prosper enough for him to be able to bring home enough money. Opimi tried to find a wife. He couldn't find a wife. One day Opimi got really sad and said, you know what? Let me just end this. So Opimi went to the river and threw out all his belongings and jumped in the river too. But he actually got caught up on a rock, on a stone. And then the water was just splashing on him. But as the water was splashing on Opimi, he had a sense of calmness, a coolness come over him. And he heard Oshun's voice say, Opimi, what is it that you're doing? Opimi said, I'm giving up. And Oshun said, why, Opimi? He said, because it seems as if life just isn't going my way. Oshun said to Opimi, Opimi, leave. And I promise you, from this day forward, you're going to see a major change in your life. So Opimi left out the river, and things started to go well for him. His work went well, Opimi found a wife, and all prosperity started coming to him. And from that day on, Opimi was like, it was Osun who took away my sadness. This story also speaks about the importance of respecting nature and life and whatnot like that, because a lot of inspiration can come from that, and even healing. So, also make sure to take care of your rivers and waters and recycle. So there's another story that I want to share with you. A long time ago, all the various Orisha were talking about coming from the heavens to earth. But Osun had something to tell them. So Osun said, wait, Shango, Ogun, Orumi, wait, I have something to tell you. And they looked at Osun and said, Osun, we don't got to listen to you. And Osun said, I'm telling you, there's something very important before you go down to earth. They said, Osun, whatever. So Ogun went down, Obadara, Orumila, and they were doing all these things on earth, but guess what? Nothing that they wanted to do actually came to fruition. It seemed like every time they would try something, it would just end in chaos. Finally, they were like, hey, what's going on? So they all went to Orumila, and Orumila divined and said, wait, I think someone was trying to tell us something that we didn't want to listen to beforehand. And they were thinking, they're like, who? And Shango said, I think it was Oshun. Orumila looked again as he was divining with his sacred chain and the shells. And Orumila said, I think we missed out on something very important. So they all went to Oshun and they said, Oshun, what is it that you had to tell us? And Oshun said, you guys don't realize that no man can come from heaven to earth without first going through a woman. And they all stopped and they're like, And so from that day on, it said that it's important for men to prostrate and respect women, because there's nothing in this world that can come to it without first going through a woman first. There's a song that I want to share with you guys all. And it goes, Ekore ye ye o. Ekore ye ye is a praise for Oshun. It's saying, Oshun, we come and we worship you. The other parts of the words come, Olomoniya, which means the mother of the rivers. And Ma said, yeah, yeah, oh, and Osun will never let wickedness befall us. So you see that song being sung, especially for the Osun Oshogbo Festival, which happens once a year in Nigeria and is actually one of the largest African festivals in the continent. Like, you just have so many people from across the world come, and they all go to the Osun River. You see the priestesses give praise and offerings to the river, and it's a really big festival, and you'll definitely hear that song being sung. So I'm going to share it with you. Ekore ye ye ore ye, ekore ye ye Osun ogomoniya, ogomoniya wa sebi wogoni wa ema se ye Osun, Osun ko ye Osun ko ye yin ekore ye o, ekore ye Osun, ekore ye o. Sebi wogoni wa ema se ye Osun, Osun ko ye Osun ko ye yin. That concludes my story time. Thank you for coming, and don't forget to adopt a tree at Lakewold Gardens.